What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Two Guys, One Gamepad. It's been a little bit, about a month or so. Welcome to episode 10. I am Roggle, here with Cybermerc Sig.
It has been a month, hasn't it? Holy shit.
Yes, it has.
It's
As you can tell by the rough start,
only been two. It's only.
it's been a month. Yeah, it's been a month.
Whatever. I
The
believe
last
it.
one, episode 9 was a month ago.
If you say so, okay. I don't remember.
Yeah, June 10th. That was episode 9. It's been a month. My computer decided to shit out and other stuff happened. And yeah.
God damn.
I mean, we're over there every 2 weeks, so.
Yep, it's been 2 weeks. Holy shit. All right. Well, that's fucking great.
I mean, I'm sure some things have happened in the last month or so.
Bro, you know, I'm so over it. So over it. Over it all.
The shitty thing is, I think I've only probably streamed 4 or 5 times in that month.
So if it's been a month, that's 4 weekends. I streamed at least 8, but I stream only on Saturday and Sunday. So I knew I knew shit was gonna go south when so I have a schedule for my stream. Saturday and Sunday I stream. That's it, just stream. And then Monday through Friday at certain increments throughout the day, I release like shorts and full features, and then Wednesday and Friday I release stories for like video games. And the story I was playing was Jedi Fallen Order. Went flawlessly, had 10 episodes in, and the Wednesday before our stream, so before Discord shit the bed and fucked your computer up, I went to go play Fallen Order, and it just would not. Like, I could go play for 5 minutes, and it froze instantly with my character just looking into ice, and that was it. And everything just, since that day, actually, just been slowly shitting the bed more and more and more. It's shitting the bed worse than Amber Heard at this point. It's disgraceful.
You're such a good content creator. All the stuff that you do. So busy. I'm going to strive to be like you.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I mean, you've already fucked up. You joined the Army, not the Air Force, but whatever.
It's true.
Can't hold that against you. You whip
No,
back.
so that means I make great decisions.
You make in the moment decisions. $5,000 sign-on bonus. Okay. Yeah. You want to know what MOS you are? No. I don't. No, just whatever. Well, we have a 10,000. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll take that one. You're like the recruiter's best friend. I'm gonna get fucked for everything.
Oh yeah, recruiters, great people.
I have nothing nice to say.
Better than used car salesmen because they got you to join over nothing. They dangle a bonus in front of you. Oh, come get this. Come on, it's nice and shiny and pretty. Nobody tells you have to go through months of bullshit, agony, and headaches. And then your bonus gets taxed like crazy.
Just your branch. I didn't even get a bonus. I signed on and they weren't doing any bonuses in the Air Force at all. And my dumbass joined, asked the recruiter for a bonus. They didn't know. I'm not trying to sound like. Hold on. But no, so like I joined, and again, they didn't know who I was. And I say that because I joined in McConnell Air Force Base, which is down in Wichita, Kansas. And my dad has a reputation within the Air Force. Not a great one with some people. Others, he has a stellar one. But my last name carries that stigma of, are you going to be a giant asshole like your dad, or are you going to be really cool like your dad? Which is weird. But my recruiter didn't pick up. She was new to the recruiting game. And literally I was like, yeah, I want to go be Intel. I want to be a 1 in 4, which was network signaling. And they're like, yeah. I was like, is there a bonus? No, we're not handing out bonuses. Are you sure? I heard from an E8 we are. Nope. No, we're not. And that was my dad's rank, was E8. And he had been in for like 22, 23 years at that time. I was like, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I bought it. And then literally went, are you sure? Because my dad's a senior over on McConnell. And she goes, oh, you're that sour. It's like, Unfortunately, yes, that's me.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't know what he did to you, but if he pissed you off, I'm sorry. If you like him, I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry, maybe. I don't know.
I'm conflicted about this. But she's like, oh no, I'll double check. And she called somebody, whatever. No, the Air Force was not giving any bonuses when I signed on for anything, not even EOD, which typically gets a bonus guaranteed in the Air Force. So,
When did you join?
oh wait,
Oh, so you did a year after I did. I got no, I got no six. I don't even remember that day. Like I remember the scarring parts of meeting an old gangly man who caressed me and then made me duck walk naked.
always an old man. Where did you go to Maps? Did they fly you down to KC?
I was down in Fort Benning.
Okay, okay. I was like, you're in that weird, like, I know Kansas City takes Missouri, some of Nebraska, and all of Kansas, and they will.
Depends on your MOS, also.
So, for the Air Force, it does not. They literally lump us all together in Kansas City for the Air Force, and we went to MEPS, and
It's just like wrangling cats. They find whatever stray around, and here, just come play with these things. They're shiny.
that's pretty much what it felt like with the old man that was fondling everybody. Like, where the fuck did he come from? Oh, we just hired a guy, $10, like 2 blocks down the street. That we gave him $10 and a hot cot, and he was good.
Yeah, he was out by the elementary in his van and was like, "Oh, need a job?
He was
Come hang out here."
He was handing out lollipops. We figured this was a better appropriate job for him than handing out lollipops. But I was like, God, it's always an old man. And what's terrible, and I'm so pissed off I can say this. Pisses me off.
You're always so pissed off.
I'm a very angry white dude, yeah. But no, so the same old man that did my MEPS physical did my younger brother who signed up 5 years later. But here's the bigger catch. He also did my older brother who signed up about 6 years prior to me, 5 to 6 years. And when I told my dad his name, he's like, I'm pretty sure that's the same bastard that did mine too. When he signed up back in the early 80s, like 79, 80 era. I'm like, this is
I mean,
at
least he did all for you nicely.
I don't know if I'd say that nicely.
I mean, not to say like examined you or not that, but he did you. So yeah, I mean that works.
It's really weird time.
They're all handsy and they're all staring.
He's so handsy. Hold on. No, let me. Can you squat down a bit?
We're not tuning in a baseball game like that. Get off of them.
I need you to squat down like a duck and walk. Why? It'll be important if you have to carry something.
Why do I have to be naked?
You do know we're in the Air Force, right? Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be.
He probably did it to his mailman. Like,
probably did earlier that morning.
Get over here. Grab your mailbag. Walk back naked.
I see you dropped your mailbag. It's right here between my legs. Oh my god.
But I think other than that, that was the only thing that I remember from signing up, getting sworn in, and then, I mean, I remember flying out and everything, but like the whole MEPS experience. So I took my ASVAB and everything the same day and signed the same day.
Wow. I did not. There was a 3-month delay for me because I was technically finishing up high school.
Oh yeah, no. Once I joined, then I think I shipped out like 2 weeks later.
My ass tried. So I graduated, like most Americans. I graduated in May. I tried to fly out end of May, and they're like, you can't do that. Why? Because you can't do that. We don't have any like openings. We have to be able to guarantee that you can fly out 4 to 14 days minimum. So like I get a window, and essentially be told that you can fly out tomorrow or you can fly out in 2 weeks, but don't know. So I did mine literally this time back then. So So
with Air Force, did you guys have like a holding part before you actually got to basic training? Like your in processing and like ours was called 30th AG. We would go in and we would, get your haircut and they would issue us our uniforms and stuff, like some of them, so we weren't like walking around in just civilians. No, we weren't civilians the whole time there. We weren't in uniform. Yes, it's just like a in processing part before you went downrange to yours, but like downrange means to go and do stuff. I'm talking Air Force. I'm sure when you guys got there and checked into your hotel.
I grew up in the fucking military of all branches. Shut the fuck up. Downrange. That's a very common term that no civilians would even know. Whoa.
After your butler came and picked up your stuff and took you to your room, checked you in, ran your bath for you.
That's what it feels like they do nowadays, man. I got fucking stories from my brother. No, so like, we had a micro processing where essentially we were given, we took pictures, we signed some paperwork, signed a will, and like one other thing. But when I got down to San Antonio, Lackland Air Force Base, when I got down there, our flight, all the flights, like it was a really stormy day. And this is the problem. Like I remember this whole fucking first 3-4 days because of just all the shit that went wrong. The TIs didn't know what to do, and the fact that they never saw it happen, and they were very short staffed on TIs, and it was a shit show. And hearing all the stories I was told by my brother, my dad, and even older buddies, I had an expectation, and it just went, and just was like, nope, not gonna happen. So we got there at like 9 o'clock at night, and we did some paperwork and literally signed the name a bunch of fucking times. And then we got issued to our squadron, and I was in this 316th squadron, and literally at like maybe 11, 12 o'clock at night, I walked my happy ass down to the squadron, went in, and we all had to choose a bed to lay in, or a bunk bed if you were not lucky enough to get there early enough to have your own bed, and a foot locker. And that was kind of that. And then normally what should have happened, but unfortunately did not happen, is at like 4 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, the TIs would storm in and, of course, just raise hell, throwing shit, kicking shit, toss, like what I was expecting. But they literally tried to storm in at like 4 o'clock, I believe it was. And everyone, the last person got assigned to our squadron at 1:30, and whoever the lieutenant was that was like guiding us around, helping us set everything up, he literally was like, look, it's super late. You should have already been asleep by now because we have a lot of stuff planned. But we may have to put off on that. And they had to give safety briefings, blah, blah, blah. And literally, I think I remember falling asleep at like 2:30 according to my watch. And the TIs stormed in at 4, and the lieutenant's like, get your asses out. They literally just got in here less than an hour and a half ago, 2 hours. Get out. Every fucking one of you. And the TI's like, oh, okay. And they let us sleep until like 6. So 4 hours of sleep.
Aww,
and then, I know.
So cute.
So adorable. And then they went around, we did in processing where we literally just walked building to building to building to building all across Lackland, which if you haven't been, that's a huge fucking base to walk around.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I'd never been there.
So yeah, like the training dorms are literally, for example, because I don't remember if it's north or east now, but basically on northeast side of the base, and then all the shit you need to do, southwest, like far southwest. So you get to travel that whole thing, hike, ruck march by the time you came back. And you were being taught cadences, you were being taught how to march properly, and most of the guys, I think, there's only 3 or 4 of us in my squadron that actually came from military, so we knew, and this is how you march, left, right, left, right, left. It's hard, I know, but you'd be amazed how many people cannot fucking march, let alone march to a cadence. And that blew, I became what was called the dorm leader. Essentially, I got shit upon by everyone if my squadron messed up, and they fucked up a lot. But I became it because I was born into the military, I was raised in the military, I have a military lineage, and they went, you, sour. I'm pretty sure it's because the TI knew my dad.
Probably.
He literally goes, is your dad's first name? I was like, do I lie and say no? And he can just call? I was like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, sir. My dad's name is Sour. Yeah. Yes, sir. Sorry. Is he a senior? God damn it. Yes, sir. I
Weird
remember.
coincidence. You don't know the guy.
I remember him back when I was a senior airman, an E3, and he was an E5 at the time, or E6. Sorry, he was an E6 at the time. That he was taking over as TI, and he's like, "Your dad." I was like, "Oh, I'm about to get ramrodded so fucking bad, all because of this." And he's like, "Your dad looked out for me." Like, oh, oh my god, my
Go
dad,
one or two ways.
my dad. No, I mean, yeah, sounds like my dad. Shit. But so he appointed me a dorm chief or dorm leader, and literally the first day was just a fuckery of marches. You know it. People, it's not hard to march. By the way, it's not left, right to a cadence, to Jody's, and
Just match the person in front of you unless you're in front.
I was in the far fucking back right because I was the one that's like left, right, left. And then they're like, "Do you know Jody's sour?" Yes. All right. I only did the one I knew. It was not appropriate. But here's the thing. I was told to shut my mouth and just get through because they're like, there's a good chance someone's gonna know your dad, or someone's gonna know your brother, and my essentially think me, but older. We're all just a bunch of assholes. Like we say we want, we're very blunt, so you need to be very careful. If people get rubbed the wrong way, you may piss them off. But so I was told to just keep my nose down, don't let people know who you are, because like I'm not trying to make myself sound like I'm a big time person or my family's a big time. It's just the Air Force, the military in general is already a very, very small group of civilians or citizens. And then you're talking about each branch, even smaller. And then they try to partner the squadrons up based upon your MOS. So I was mostly with intelligence people, whether 1 and 0, 1 and 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we went up to 7 at that time. So just a bunch of us. Intel community is by far the smallest community inside the military. And I'm stuck in a group full of them with TIs who may or may not know my Intel dad. Yeah. It followed me throughout my 4 years in. But they're like, yeah, go ahead. So I called the cadence, I called out the Jody, and I remember the guy who was right in front of me, a beanstalk, like 6'2", like the size of my pinky, just thin. And he kept fucking up. I kept flat-footing him from behind. And I was like, you need to fucking march right. And I'm trying not to say it loud enough that the TIs can hear it, because there's 3 TIs, 1 in the front, 2 in the back. And I was like, you need to fucking march right, okay? It's left, right, not fucking hard. Okay? If you're that dumb, look at the people's feet in front of you, but don't move your head down. Okay.
Oh yeah, some of those guys too. Ones that are freaking out, they have no idea how to handle themselves. I mean, it was going into binning. I mean, that's like infantry. So like we had, I mean, just some of the drill sergeants were a little bigger than what they needed to be. Thought they, they were the shit and all like that. So we had, and there were some badasses. I've never seen a bigger dude in my life walk up, grab my rucksack, not my rucksack, my duffel bag, grab it and punt it. And like, they're like, you're a big motherfucker. And these duffel bags are not like small. It's full to the brim.
They're heavy. They are heavy, depending upon what's in. You're talking like 20, 30 plus pounds.
Yeah, and this dude just grabs it from this guy, punts it, and says, go get your shit. And this is during the whole shark attack, so every kid shitting themselves the entire time. I mean, I was expecting it, but I had no idea. The whole experience was just like mind-blowing. And it was, I don't think it's a thing anymore either.
No,
I think they've taken it away, shark attacks, which is so stupid because that's insane.
So like keep in mind 6 years difference, okay, between my oldest brother and myself when we joined. When my brother went in, they could still bill you in the nose, taking the brim of their hat and literally just headbutt you. They couldn't hit you, but they could bust your nose wide open with that brim of their hat, and most of those hats were fucking hard as hell. Mm-hmm. Then when I got in, they could get in your face, they could like poke you in the chest. They couldn't brim you on the nose anymore. Like that was frowned upon because too many people filed a report. Dumbasses, whatever. But they could spit on you as long as it wasn't like it didn't spit. It could just be them talking. So a lot of the time they would moisten up and they just spit. But
Oh yeah.
I will never forget two major incidents. One's involved like directly me. I'm photosensitive, so when the sun's out, I wear sunglasses because if I take them off, I will sneeze. So like I don't like the sun touching my eyes, but I will sneeze like a motherfucker. So keep in mind, Texas, July, middle of summer.
Oh yeah.
Not allowed to have my sunglasses.
It might be kind of sunny.
So
Just a ton. It might be.
For the most part, you literally saw me just like look like I'm sleeping at the time. Got me in trouble.
The entire time.
Got me in trouble a couple times, but nothing like really bad. But one that will always live with me is that beanpole I was talking about. He's from Puerto Rico. He's never been to the mainland. He's lived there, born there, raised there, and he joined the military because better life for himself and his family. But he's standing up, TIs come in, storm in, and they're waking everybody up. I think it was like day 3 or 4. And they're all cussing, screaming, yelling, and everything. And they're telling us, get the airbags to the Foot Locker. And of course, he's literally the bed next to me. He's on a bunk bed. I'm on a single. And so I get up, I walk to my Foot Locker, which so happens to be next to his. And I'm already like, yeah, you can't wake me up. Like, it's not going to work. This, my normal day-to-day life growing up was my dad just like, hey, we're going to go see grandma and grandpa, or hey, we're going to go help Russ with the farm, right? Like, abrupt wake-ups. You're not going to come at me, bro, whatever. So I literally just like stood at attention and whatever. Let's just get this done with. And that beanpole, I won't give his name, but he's just there. He's shaking. And of course, my ass is like, this is funny, don't laugh, don't laugh. This is funny, don't laugh, don't laugh. So I'm just like, dude, stop. Stop. TI's not looking. Fucking stop. They're gonna rip you a new one, I promise you. So, sir, were you talking? No, sir. Looks over at him. What the fuck is your problem? And literally went up to the beanpole and was like, what is your goddamn problem? Do you have an issue? And like got in his face. The whole knife hand was like right by his eyes. I'm pretty sure they were smacking him, but I was also pretty groggy still. But the TI ended up kicking the shit out of his Foot Locker to the point where the doors opened up, top and bottom, and literally opened up, and he dented the bottom door. And that dude literally, one, let out a fart, which led to everyone going, did you just shit yourself? Airman, did you And because like it sounded like a very wet fart. Yeah, that's like when I fully woke up was,
oh shit.
Like,
it's about to go down.
I was like, I can't look to the left. I need to look forward. Oh my god. It's like, and they're just ripping into him. And they got to the point where the TI came up and punched the locker, and this kid dropped. And other TIs thought this guy punched him. And
oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, so they came over. What the fuck is wrong with you, Sergeant? You don't do that. He's like, I hit him. And they looked over at me, looked at the guy next to his other side. He's like, Airman, did he hit this? No, sir.
That motherfucker passed out.
No, he just dropped. That's the thing. He didn't pass out. He dropped. He just still conscious.
Shit out of me, got down.
Yeah, like fight or flight. And this dude chose flight. Just and oh my god,
never get me down here.
Oh my, like I will never forget that. And then, like I said, I'm photosensitive, so we're standing and it's 5 p.m. 1700, and they're sounding off all the bells and whistles. We're hearing the anthem,
Reveille and all that. Yep.
So I'm staying there at parade rest, and sun's so far like not in my eyes. It's right here, but it's setting, and because it's like a 10 fucking minute ceremony. And
yeah.
Lackland has all branches of the military, so we don't just hear the Air Force song. No, we hear the Marines, we hear the Navy, we hear the Army, and then we hear the Air Force. The Air Force is last. So I'm standing there, I'm at prayer, I was like, oh, I gotta sneeze, because there's just a glimmer got into my eyes, like, fucking like hella stone. And I remember seeing TIs walk by. I was like, okay, if I could just wait for them to walk by, it's fine. I'll sneeze when they walk by, and I'll break formation, and I'll get away with it. I will get away with it because I was watching them pass, and they passed. They passed. They're not the ones that got me. And I sneezed into my cuff, and I was like, okay, I got back to progress. And next thing I feel is somebody just jabbing me in the back.
Damn it.
And so he is yelling bloody fucking loud to the point where the two TIs that were walking by heard it, and they fucking sprinted like Usain Bolt up in my ass. And there's one guy in front of me, one guy on my left ear, one guy on my, and they're just like screaming at me. Were you sneezing during the fucking Air Force song? Did you sneeze during national anthem? What the fuck is wrong with you, Sarah? Do you under? I was like, I gotta sneeze again. Fuck. So I was like, I just closed my eyes because like there's literally nothing I can do. I was like, I just gotta close my eyes. I'm gonna get so much trouble for closing my eyes because it's look like now I'm being disrespectful. And I was like, I gotta close my eyes. I don't have a waiver, a pass essentially, because I wasn't gonna be a bitch about this. I was like, I'm just gonna suffer and deal with it. Mm-hmm. I got yelled at for fucking 15 minutes. My squadron could not go to chow because of me. I got my ass rained because I sneezed. And afterwards, I'm sitting down in chow. I'm the last person to go in because I'm at the end of the line. And, peanut butter is always on our menu because you don't poop a whole lot when you're training. So I sit down, I grab my food, I sit down at the table, and I don't know if it's like this for you in the Army, but for us, if the person in front of you finishes, you have roughly a 30-second to 45-second window to finish your shit up, get your ass out. And it causes a chain of reaction. So you always hope the person in front of you has a lot of food, so where you can eat slowly without wolfing all down.
Ours is always last man. You come in and you announce yourself last man.
Yeah. We had that.
And what's that last dude?
We had that too. Like when I came in, it would be last man airman sour entering chow hall, and then like I get my food, and when I sit down, last man airman sour.
Okay.
Sitting down, and that was it. But the thing was still is the person in front of you, because by the time I got in there, we were already like 4 or 5 tables deep. So everyone's had roughly 3 to 5 minutes to eat. Now, if somebody behind you finished, then you were fucked. Because you had very, very few seconds to get your ass up and go. Because if the person behind you, or to your right, finishes before you, you're in trouble. And there were days where like my dorm pissed me off, and my ass would get in there. I wasn't very hungry, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, whatever. And I'd go through the hall, look at the food options, like, well, I'll get peanut butter, I'll get toast, I can eat that quick. I'll get eggs or whatever the protein was, and I'd have maybe 3-4 items. And my flight leaders, so there's one for each row of beds, essentially underneath me. I would like rip into them at night, because again, I was taught I'm not gonna take shit from anybody. If you're gonna fuck me over, I'm gonna fuck you over any chance I get. And sure as shit enough, they pissed me off one day. I don't remember what happened. I just remember I was very salty, and I was pissed. And I was like, I'm gonna get you guys back at chow hall. I'm not starving today. I'll be fine. I was an in shape, athletically fit 18-year-old. Now I'm a fat 32-year-old.
It's both spectrums. We got both of them.
Yeah,
it happens.
But so I remember that day, or the event, and it happened several times. And I looked down, I could see my flight leader. I just look at him, wink, and just go down. And I would finish my toast, my protein, finish my 2 glasses of water, 1 glass of Gatorade, and ate the peanut butter and stuck a peanut butter in my pocket so I can eat it at night if I was still hungry. And I would get up, and there would still be like 15, 20 people in front of me. I'd get up, and all I'd see is the TIs instantly just... Airman Sour, are you done? Yes, sir. I am done. I have finished my meal. I am finished. I am going upstairs, sir. Flight 3116. 2 minutes. And you can see the person even in front of me was just lackadaisy eating. And my ass went, fuck you. Got up, and they all were bum rushing because they had to, you couldn't run. You had to walk, one hand on each side of the tray, put your plate in the plate area, the spoons in the spoon fork, everything had a designated area. your tray went next to the trash can, and if it was outside the this little parameter they set, there's somebody there to rip your ass another one too. And I remember I was like, I'm done. Fuck you. I heard it from the team leaders too, or the flight leaders. They're like, why'd you do that? Fuck with me again and find out.
We probably would have dropped an ammo can on your head.
We didn't have ammo cans, though.
We didn't either. That's what we said happened. Did you ever anybody get fucked up in your barracks like that? Like, we had one guy that just kept fucking up. Like, there's always that one guy, like you're saying, your beanpole guy. We had one dude, he was fucking up. We did everything we could, but he just didn't give a shit. And finally, enough of the guys got sick of it, and I was the first squad leader, just under our platoon, what we call them, platoon private or whatever it was. They were in charge of the entire platoon, but I was the first squad leader of everything. And him and I were talking, and we talked to the other squad leaders, and we're like, something's got to happen. This guy's got to act right, something, figure his shit out. Well, they tried to. He didn't like what they were saying, so he got mouthy. So when anything happens, we take it back to the bathroom, because that's in the back of everything. No idea. You know, obviously there's no drill sergeants around too. So
it's a wet floor.
Next thing you know, he goes back there. You hear a big ass, like just big clap, and somebody had socked him. No idea who it was. You never find out until you graduate.
So,
but it shows up next day, big ass black eye, and of course, coming. What happened to you? Ammo can fell on me. Drill sergeants look around. Like, we had no fucking ammo cans around here. Ammo can fell on me. It was what we told him to say.
Y'all,
because that was kind of what we were supposed to say.
Y'all got lucky, because if we got caught lying like that, like if it was blatantly lie, like we're not even attempting, we're just gonna fucking fabricate this bullshit, everybody would be smoked right then and there. But no, we had he wasn't originally part of our squadron. We had a washback, essentially somebody from an older class.
Recycle?
They were recycle. And they would just wash back into ours. And he had been washed back 3 times, I think, at this point. He had been there, oh God, we were there for 4 or 5 weeks already, and it was an 8-week program. So he had been there at least for 10 plus weeks already, because he's washed back like 2-3 weeks at a time, and he'd make it up and then get washed back from week 7 back to 4, week 7 back to 4. And week 7's not a hard week. Week 7 was my favorite fucking week. Obstacle course and gas chamber.
Was he medically though? Like, did he get hurt and stuff?
No,
man goes like that too. Like, there were guys that would live there. He's a fucking piece of shit. Oh, he's okay. One of those guys who can't get rights.
We had what's called a burn squadron. Essentially, people who just wash back, or they get medically disabled for a bit and they just need to heal up. Then they can go back there to the burn squadron. They just hang out there. And they live there for a bit. They don't have to PT. They don't have to do anything. They're exempt from basically everything. So they have ultimate freedoms. But then when they get healed enough, or they get cleared enough, then they will join a squadron that's in the week that they got washed out of. So if you got injured in week 4, they will take you over there. You'll stay there until you're healed, and then you join a week 4 class. And you could be there for a day or 2. If you got lucky, you'd rejoin your class. But if it was longer than 4 days, you would wash back, and they would keep you there, test you, x-rays, CAT scans, everything, and once you were medically cleared, they would wash you back to the next class. So, we had guys like that.
They live there. That's why Fort Benning is not like an amazing place to hang out either. It's hot as fuck. I mean, Georgia is just like, if you can live and stay in Georgia. I mean, the food was amazing. That was probably the best part of it. But like the heat, the temperature, all that. No, thank you. Fucking stay. You can keep that shit.
No.
Scorpion, fire ants. Fire ants are probably the worst thing that's ever been created next to camel spiders.
Yeah. Camel spiders are fucking terrifying.
So we're out bivouacking somewhere, doing a training of some kind, FTX or whatnot. And so we have to go into essentially the field and in the dark, no nods, no lights, nothing. Set up a spot for us to sleep, because we got 2 hours we're doing, then we have to get up and do another movement. So we get 2 hours of downtime. to sleep, which we figured it was 2 hours or whatever. But pitch black. I set up my rucksack and I just lay on that. I don't even pull my sleeping bag out. Nothing at all. And next thing I know, I'm probably an hour into sleep, maybe I think. And there's just shit all over my face. It burns.
Oh no!
I had laid down on top of Fire Ant Hill. And anybody that's been to Georgia or has ever been around a fire ants, when you disturb their nest, they come out and they spread out.
They all come out. Everybody, their fucking brother.
I get up and I'm literally hitting myself, looking like an idiot on crack, running around in the dark. Mind you, it's like probably 2:30 in the morning, 3:00, something like that, and I'm running around slapping my face, trying not to scream because I know I have to be quiet. But I'm trying not to freak out because I got fire ants on my fucking face, my back. Luckily, nothing else went down anywhere else. Like my dick and balls was thank God never touched it, but it was chest, neck, face, and I was freaking out, slapping myself, trying to get these things off of me. Next thing I know, there's Joe Sergeants with flashlights looking at me. I'm like, I got my shirt pulled off, and they look at me and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "There's fire ants all over me, Joe Sergeant. There's fire ants all over my body." And they're like, "No shit. Why aren't you slapping yourself more?" So they're enjoying it because they're smart ass, but they're funny as shit too.
Oh, it's funny looking back.
Oh, they're enjoying it. They're watching me just get the shit off of me, and eventually, like, I get over here and pretty much lay down. So they just douse me in water to wash everything off of me. That water stung because it's fucking cold, and I got the ice sheet water. They wanted to be funny and hit me with the ice sheet water, and Georgia ice sheets were because of heat cat and everything like that. They carried around buckets of ice sheets and they took the water and fucking dumped it on me.
They did that.
Which woke me up again. Too. Did they? Oh yeah, I'm sure they did. And they hit me with that water. I didn't sleep for the entire day. That woke me up, and of course I couldn't change my uniform because what I had packed. I'm like, do I do it or do I just fucking deal with it and finish the movements and be done? Well, I did it. I didn't change. I chafed a little bit.
You sound so glad. I did it.
Oh God, I should have too. I should at least change my socks. But luckily, I never had like big foot issues with marching, unless it was breaking in new boots, which like the multicams when they came out. Was it multicam? No, multicam, not ECU. Multicam came out and they had those ugly ass combat boots or mountain boots.
Yeah.
Those things killed my feet. But yeah, that was probably the worst experience I had in basic was that day or that night. But man, it was horrifying being covered in fire ants like that.
And I'm trying to think back to like a terrible memory. It was shitty at the time, but again, I chose to go even without a fucking bonus. I chose to go, and like that was like growing up. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the Air Force. I wanted to go do this. So I was gung ho. I was ready. I was that piece of shit airman that's like, I want to do this. Fuck yeah, America. So, but just like, I think my worst day was when we went to the range, and again, I'm still dorm chief, and I get placed between a whole nother squadron because I'm at the end, so I go last. Can't state that enough. I go last in all trainings. I go last, and another squadron comes in, and it's our sister squadron. So they go right next to us, and everyone looks so fucking raggedy. But at this point, it's like week 5 or 6, and everyone's just hella raggedy, lack of sleep, barely washed, just disgusting. Anyways, we're shooting our M16s, and we're doing live rounds, and of course, the instructors tell us numerous fucking times, careful with your rounds. When they exit the chamber, they will pop back or they will pop up and over. Be careful. Make sure you are laying straight on your belly when we're in the prone position. Do not favor a side. Do not favor the other. If you're not laying flat, you will injure somebody. And shit you not. I have a tattoo on my back to actually cover this up now. I had 3 hot rounds go down my ADUs into my shirt and literally just sat there. And of course, I can't move. I'm still firing to get my ribbon, and also to fucking get done with the shit so I can stop taking hot rounds. That was probably my worst moment because there was literally nothing I could do. And my TI, we had 3 different sets of TIs because they all just had to like go help somebody else. There was a TI shortage. So this is a new TI, and she came over and she was literally like, "Sour, are you okay?" I was like, "No, ma'am."
Fuck no.
I was like, "No, ma'am, I'm not okay, ma'am." And she's like, "Okay, I saw one hot round. Were there any others?" Like, "Ma'am, there's 2 hot rounds in my shirt. 2 additional hot rounds." And she was, "Get your fucking ass up, you dumbass, and get the hot round out." And so, again, I have my ABU top on. I have my tan shirt, and then I have it tucked in. Because that's how, like, we had to tuck our shirt in.
Yeah.
I lifted my shirt up. 1 round fell out. 1 round went right between my butt cheeks, and the other one went on the outside of my underwear. My God. Oh, sorry. Let me correct that. Wasn't underwear because I bought athletic spandex shorts, and that was my underwear. So it's melting. And I had a lot like.
You bring your own underwear?
No, we were allowed to go to the.
You mean to tell me you didn't?
I didn't what?
You didn't get like the ugly ass looks like they've been worn by everybody and peed in 34 times before you even got them?
No.
You didn't get those?
No.
That's bullshit.
We got fresh underwear.
Of course. That's Air Force.
We got
fresh underwear. Oh, okay.
So I'll explain more on that. It's just so yeah. But no, so I have a hot round down my butt cheek, hot round outside my ass, and then of course the one that fell out. And the TI saw the one fall down my pants, just one. And she's like, "Where's the other one, Sarah?" I was like, "It's in my asshole." It's in my ass. And of course, she's smiling because she's laughing. And there's like the girls next to me are chuckling, ha ha ha, and their TI rips into all of them. So I was like, "Fuck you, whatever, dumb asshole." Like I was pissed. Words I had never uttered. Words I had never uttered in my entire life at this point were coming out, and I had to clarify later, "Ma'am, that was not directed towards you. I was just pissed off at the stupid bitch next to me." Like that's. I was like, "I'm sorry."
Shut up, bitches.
We're talking like hard C, hard like.
Oh,
I got vulgar quick. I was so pissed. And like I fished the round out my ass and took the one out from my pants. And she's like, "Okay, so are we good to go?" I was like, "Yes, I just need water." And she literally just took a bottle of water and went down my butt. That was lovely.
It'll smack on the ass. Get back in there.
She probably would have if
Tiger.
it was a dude, but she's like, "Okay, well, you still have 6 more shots to make. Sit down or lay down and let's go." So I crank them out and get done. We finish up the whole day. There's more stuff we had to go do. We had to assemble the rifle, break down the rifle, reassemble it, then get the whole training. Same with the pistol. And we get back and the TI is like, "You're Sour, you need to come with me. You are not staying in the squadron tonight. We're going to take you over to the hospital and we're going to get you checked out." And they're like, "Yeah, just some minor burn damages. Where else did you say it was?" It's like, "It's in my butt." It's like quiet. So it's like at this point, I was like, do I want to let them know there's a live hot round in my butt, or just like write it out because it doesn't hurt anymore right now? I'm sure it will when I have to go to poop, but it's fine. But I was like, "It's in my butt. It went down my underwear." And the doctor even went, "Hot. It's been a hot minute since I heard that one." I was like, "You got jokes, doc."
Yeah.
So literally, they put some ice pack, put a gel or whatever on it, and they had to do it for my butt crack too. And that was probably the funniest time. It's like this guy's just
hold that up.
So there's a female nurse who's literally like spraying my butt cheeks a little bit, and then this doctor comes in. He's just like.
You're not an old man. I don't know you.
You're not one. No, I was like, "Oh my God." So it was
It's just my life.
Really, at this point, I was so pissed off. And the squadron I got back, the squadron asked what happened, told them everything. So we made our sister fly a living hell the next week when we went off for more training. And I was so pissed. Like that was probably the worst. I was a sycophant that enjoyed the gas chamber. I enjoyed obstacle course or the O course. I did a fucking course fast. I was happy. I'm still proud of myself. I did the whole fucking thing hella fast. I was the first one done. Gas chamber, I almost punched a bitch though. So I don't know what you guys had to say. So like we had to hold our thumbs would be underneath the gas mask, just enough where like a little had to leak in. You had no choice because the TIs would come over and they would make sure it was movable, is what they called it. And you would have to take your gas mask off, hold it to your chest, and I believe you got asked three or four different questions. One of them, of course, is what's your name, what squadron you belong to, and birthday. And then the third one would be to recite, and then whatever it was, whether it's the Airman's Creed, whether it's a part of the national anthem, whereas the TI being a dick and saying some funny shit, and you get to do that all. And most of us are like, Airman Sour, September, yep, that's it, my birthday, whatever. And then just like go through, you're holding your breath, like, okay,
yep,
okay. And the TIs can tell because they're like, all right. So what should we say for your fourth one? Once like you're like,
so should we didn't even get that chance? Once they knew we were holding our breath, they punched us in the stomach.
nope.
That's what we got. We got like not a hardcore like gut punch, but it was like they backhand us.
Yeah, a pat.
You know, they hit us for, to get it going. And yeah, there's plenty of guys that got that. I mean, we had to take our mask off once the gas was ignited.
Okay. No, like again, they couldn't hit us though. They couldn't hit us. But I know you're just like a pat.
No, yeah, it was a pat. There were some guys that got a full-fledged gut punch.
Well, they probably fucking deserved
it. Yeah, they did. But like once our mask came off, we had to hold it to our side hold. We had our bag and then our mask. And we had to hold it to the side the entire time.
Our bag was on our...
hold it up. So ours was either on our. We would have it stuck to our side on our hip, or we were carrying it. But we had to have both our arms out. It was our Kevlar and our mask. We had to take both off.
Helmet,
So we had to hold both of those. And then we had to recite, same thing, shit. But then once we walked out, I mean, it was like,
don't touch your face. Don't
touch your God. And that's the annoying ones. The drill sergeants that nobody liked had that duty.
Dude,
like don't touch nothing. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Shut up.
Dude, I had San Antonio, well, Midwest in general, tons of fucking allergies here. So I could barely breathe. So gas chamber, back up a bit. Sister flight, I tell you, we really hate our sister flight. Female in front of me. I have my mask already off because it's getting ready to be my turn. And she cannot say the first line of Airman Creed. And she was just... and of course, I'm like, I'm going to pass out over here. I can't breathe. So finally, I was like, I'll take a little breath. Oh!
Yeah, nope. That shit hits you so fast.
Thankfully, whoever the TI was in front of me, first and last name, rank, birthday, and then I had to recite Pledge of Allegiance. I think it was, or National Anthem. It was something like very common that you just should know. And so I said it, and he literally stood there. I'm waiting for him to say, "All right, Airman Sauer, you have completed the chamber. Exit the chamber out there." And he's just sitting there, and he's smiling. I can see that his cheeks perked up in the gas mask. I was like, "You fucking bastard!" Of course, I'm like hacking up along, and I'm trying not to touch my eyes because I really want to touch my eyes. And there is snot coming down, and I'm telling you, at this point,
are popping on their face and everything else.
At this point, this was probably the first time I could fully breathe out both nostrils in a long time. So of course I'm like, "Oh my god, what's that second nostril doing?" It's more air. It's like,
bro, it opened you up.
It did. I was good.
It's hanging from your mouth, and it's just like, oh my
god.
Good
for 2 weeks. But my dumb ass left the chamber.
Looks like their faces melting off.
Well, it felt that way. I left the chamber because we did O course that morning, which was a 16-part obstacle course, spanned over like I think 2-3 miles worth. But anyways, so I did that, and then we did the gas chamber that afternoon. But I leave the gas chamber, and I literally threw my fucking sack down. I threw my mask down, and the TI could not say it fast enough before I did it. She was trying to say, "Don't touch your eyes," and my eyes went.
Oh, that you felt great.
I was like, "Oh, that's so much better."
No, it's not.
Oh my god. The TI's like, "I told you don't fucking. No, you didn't. Sir, you did not fucking. And she's like, I'm not, sir.
Oh, shit, I can't tell. I just rub my
I
eyes.
was like, I don't care at this point. I was like, it burns. Don't pour water on it. I'm pretty sure this guy's like, you're fucking stupid.
Get this city out of here.
Get this dumbass. But like, did no problem. By the end of everything, we had already graduated, and I got to meet my first TI again, Sergeant Lambert, and he knew my dad. He liked my dad. He knew my brother, liked my brother. He enjoyed the like 2-3 weeks that he got be my TI. And he met me after graduation. I was getting ready to leave, and he's like, "Hey, I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you came through everything. Was really worried because a couple TIs said they ripped into you over something." Told him the story about sneezing.
You're sneezing.
And he's like, that's a good one. Don't take anything personal. But I got asked though, was the gas chamber the worst part? Because that's what everyone else is saying. And again, I may be a sycophant, I may be psych, I don't fucking know. I went, no, I actually enjoyed the gas chamber. And he goes, what the hell is wrong with you, Airman?
I enjoy pain.
I was like,
I love you, Joe Sergeant.
Hit me harder one more time. Oh yeah.
Don't leave me.
But like,
I love you.
I can call you Daddy, right? But like, it's like, yes, it was terrible, but it was such an experience. And even like such a short time later, I was like, that was actually a lot of fun. I would still go back and do it. Granted, I would not say all four fucking shit again. I'd go back as civilian and be like, fuck you, TI, I'm out. But like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny looking back. It was a good time. I was also on adrenaline high because of the O course that day, so I was good. I was riding a massive high, and graduated, was done. And they're like, you're going to San Angelo. Where the fuck is that? 3 hours south. What? Yeah, you're by the border. What? Yeah, you're not allowed to go there. Do people do that in tech school? Yeah, you'll hit week 6 and you'll be allowed to go off base, and then you'll hit week 12 and you'll be allowed to leave the city for the weekend. Huh. Okay. Don't go to Mexico. I won't go to Mexico.
No.
Don't fucking do it. I won't. You're not allowed. You're intel. You're forbidden. I don't. What? Hold on.
You just use the magic word.
I want to go to Mexico.
Forbid me. Yeah.
I want to go to fucking Mexico now.
You're forbidden for a reason. It must be fun.
Is it because there's drugs down there? That sounds like a good time.
But you said I can't do those, so I won't go. I won't go to Mexico and do that stuff. It's just I'll go have a good time.
I didn't. Instead, I went to clubs under the age of 21. I drank under the age of... And I went and met a buddy whose last name is Logan. My first name's Logan. And it was a good time. Like, we had a blast. Like, we were always hanging out. He got kicked out. I may or may have not started dating the girlfriend or the girl he was really interested in. Not saying I did or didn't. It's neither here nor there. He was cool with it. I told him 2 weeks later. But, like, I remember I did all this stupid shit, and then I did not get married. So, that was like a huge win.
Yeah, good job out of you.
Huge win. But I just remember doing all that, and then Buddy Logan was like, no, you shouldn't. We went to the gas station a lot, because it was like a mile and a half down the street, and we walked. And I remember one night, he's just like, he's smoking up Camel Crushes, and I literally... Oh, gosh. Keep in mind, 18, almost, 18 at this time still. No, 19. I graduated, so 19.
Camel Crush.
And my dumb ass goes, what the fuck is that? Because I've only ever seen Marlboros at the time, and shitty, just whatever the green ones are, just really shitty.
Menthol?
Sure.
Newports.
There we go. Really shitty smelling, like you can tell they're cheap as fuck. And I start sounding really bougie because of this, but like, I asked him what it was, and he's like, oh, it's a crush. Have you never had a crush? I'm like, dude, I never fucking smoked in my life. I've never done drugs a day in my life. And he's like, what did you do in Kansas? Drank. What? Yeah. There was a liquor cabinet. My dad said, as long as you don't go out drinking, I don't care. Don't finish my whiskey off. Don't finish my, like... So we drank. It was a small town of 200 people. What the fuck did you expect me to do? You either did drugs or you drank, and I drank. But like, so I remember him telling me that and being really shocked. And I was like, "Can I try one?" It's like, "Sure." Hands me one, lights it. I crushed the little thing in it, and I was like, "Oh."
Kicked you in the chest, didn't it?
Yeah, I was like, "Oh." Kind of burnt a little bit, and then like after probably I think 5 minutes, after everything settled, I went, you know what? I'm gonna go inside and get a pack. And he's like, you should try Black 'em Out. This motherfucker,
Oh God, cool.
this motherfucker. He's like, you should try this. You should do that. You should try a cigar. So I went from, in one night, I went from smoking Crushes to smoking Black 'em Outs, which I don't give a fuck what anybody said. They were good at the time.
Yeah, were good at the time. We smoked those in high school.
I haven't had any since, so I don't remember, but they were good.
Do yourself a favor and never try one ever again. It's like sucking on dirt.
So, I mean, I've had a cigar that tasted like dirt, but and then literally, I think we were on our way back to base. We were walking because neither one of us had a car at the time, and we passed a cigar shop. It's like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm pretty sure there was a pot shop behind back too. Now thinking about it, but anyways, went in and he's like, "Let me get you a cigar. I'll buy you your first one." He's 2 years older than me at this time. He just turned 21. He's how I got into the bars. He's how I got drinks and everything. He was my devil's advocate, basically. But so he bought me a cigar. I remember trying that, and I was like, "Oh my god, these are so much better than cigarillos or Black and Milds or cigarettes." So fucking every week had to go buy a pack of the Blue Crushes, and then every Friday and Saturday we'd get a cigar and we'd head down to the hookah lounge that was 5 miles into town, and there was a nice old Mexican lady who sold fresh tamales. 2 for $1. I ate a shit ton of tamales after all smoking hookah.
Tamales are good.
Oh, they're so good.
They're very, very good.
I just remember one night, all I had was a 5, and I was like, I really just want like one tamale. So I gave the lady a 5. I was like, yeah, just whatever. I'll just take my 2 tamales for $1. I was gonna give Logan one anyways. And she's like, no, 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 no. Told me to keep my money. It's fine, because apparently she knew me from previous times. I bought a lot. So
I was a regular.
I was like, at this point, I don't want my $5. I've already got my hookah. I've already got my drinks. I already got my hookah with liquor in it because we were trying that, and we had a hookah with dry ice. Don't do either one, by the way. Totally fucking terrible for your lungs. The alcohol will get you drunk really quick, though. Just saying.
So you were smoking drinks?
Hookah. You know what that is?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay. But so where the reservoir is, we had one that had water with dry ice in it, and then the flavoring was up top. And as you'd smoke the dry ice, whatever, it would just be a little bit harsher, but it intensified whatever flavor we were doing. Which, again, we really just took a recommendation from the owner of the shop, who was a very attractive girl or woman.
She could have told you to put shit in there, you'd have done it.
She really could have. Because she's also like, because she told us about the liquor. She's like, are you guys 21? And my buddy's like, yeah, we're both 21. And so she only checks his ID because he's like, hey, bathroom's free. You should go to the bathroom now. And I was like, yeah, I'll go to the bathroom, because that's how we got dumbass. We're rigging the system. I go, and I come back, and she's explaining everything. She's like, okay, look, I put some vodka in here. It's like 50% vodka and 10% just water. So it's very dilute, not too diluted, but still diluted. And she's like, and I got your tobacco up top. And literally, I think we smoked the whole thing within an hour and 4 coals. And we had, neither one of us, by the way, had set up. We had our tamales. We had our hookah. So we just sat like that was it. And mobile phones still, like, yes, smartphones were coming out. Yeah. But mine didn't have games on it at all. So it was to call and text. So I was texting and calling nobody at the time because everybody I wanted to talk to was with me. And sure enough, it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and my plane's like, dude, we gotta walk back. I was like, oh no, let's take a Red Ball. It's fine. No, they don't operate after midnight. Dude, it's fine. Just call a Red Ball. I didn't know what time it was. We stumbled back the whole 5 miles. And I remember both of us were just fucking wrecked beyond belief. just so wrecked to the point where somebody pulled over. Was like, "Do you guys need a ride?"
No, we're good. We got this. We're good.
So that's why I said, "I was like, man,
It's good.
and I just like
I'm
kept
in the
walking.
military. I can make it anywhere.
And my buddy's like, "It's like, yeah, we'll, yeah." And he's pretty far gone too. And so we get in this guy's car. Well, he gets in and they drive to me because I've already just walking. It's fuck everybody. I'm drunk at this time. I'm just walking. And Logan gets out. He pulls me. He's like, "Logan, get your ass in the car." Ah, dude, I'll make it. It's only like around the block. It's fine. And he's like, no, hold on. Sir, ma'am? Hey, how far away is Goodfellow? 5 miles. So apparently we didn't even make it past the block for my intake at that point. And I was like, no, we got it. She said around the block. She said 5 miles. Oh, yeah. Let us in. We both crashed on each other in the back seat. Gets to the gate, and she has to let us out because she can't drive on base. Air Force bases are not open to the public like some Army posts are. So we get out and we're stumbling through.
We're welcoming.
That's true. So we're stumbling through the gates and like, can we see our ID? Yeah. Fumbling around, filling ourselves and everything. And I was smart because I had mine on a like necklace basically. It had my cat card on it, so where I can get into the skips and everything a lot easier. And I just remember going, yeah, 1 second, pulled my shirt all the way down, got out, I was like, here you go.
I got this. There you go. Just take it.
They didn't even stop us. They was like, okay, because mine says my birthday on it. And I'm hammered. It's 09. I'm hammered. It's not 21 years. We walk on. Our dorm's right up there, and we go to our respective rooms. And I was like, God damn. And I remember somebody got in trouble that night. I didn't find out about it until the next day, because that was Friday or Saturday. I found out on Sunday, basically. And whoever got in trouble was a 23-year-old who bought a soon-to-be 21-year-old liquor. And by soon-to-be, I mean his birthday was Monday. And this happened on Friday or Saturday. So, like, literally just a day or two. And they both got recycled through the program. They got pushed back. One got kicked from the intelligence program and had to go do something else. The other one went from an E3 down to an E1 and lost pay, so he got demoted. But they got in trouble. Again, here's my 21-year-old buddy, and my drunk ass literally just walked on base, hammered as fuck. We weren't stumbling around bad enough, apparently, because we made it to our dorm, and we got home safe. And maybe that was the thing. CQ didn't give a fuck. And
it could have been.
Yeah, that's what I'm banking on. But that could have went south really quick. He could have had an article if they wanted to. But they literally just the next night, basically, it happened after us, or same night. And they got caught, we didn't. And my buddy's like, well, we're not doing that again. Okay, we'll get a hotel next time. So literally from then on out, we'd go buy a hotel room. Each of us would have a hotel room and get shit-faced beyond belief. Stumble our way up. Stumble our way back to the bars. And just stay there all night and do other activities. No drugs. No drugs.
Let me clarify.
No drugs.
No drugs. That's about how
I'm still drug free.
National Guard, that's pretty much how our weekends were. I mean, we'd train all day and we would have the night. Sometimes we wouldn't. Sometimes we had to train till the night and then next day, whatever. But if we got the night off, they always call it, the beer light or whatever. So it's like free to do whatever you want to do. If you can get off to go, do your thing, or you can hang out at the armory or wherever training at to just kind of do your thing.
Armories are always fun at night.
And the bad thing is that the town that we were in, this is small town Iowa. So there's very few things to do in this town.
Smoke, pot, drink.
Yep, about that. It's an old country town too.
Yeah.
But there are 2 bars. One we can't go to. The other one is a bar/strip club.
Ooh.
So that's a horrible idea in a small town because they know exactly when it's drill weekend because we all show up there and you can obviously tell who it is because I don't know what it is. Military
The crew
males are
cut.
not the best dressers when it comes to going out after training. You have jorts and a Dale Earnhardt t-shirt majority of the time, along with Vans and long white socks, and more than likely a Dale Jr. baseball hat. This is how a lot of the guys would dress. And
All dressed like
everybody
a bunch of
knows the type
douches.
because he's like, who the fuck dresses you on the regular? Like when you go out, is this your go-to one? Like,
Did your
or is
wife
this just
dress
like
you, or did you choose to
who,
wear
who the
this?
fuck dresses you? Like, why are you wearing this? I mean, your belt is tighter than shit. Your shirt's tucked in, and it's like I don't understand. Like, what's your point of coming out? You're just coming out to hang out because if you're looking for anything else, bro, it's gonna be a long night for you. But you go into the strip club, of course, these are the number one guys that are right there at Sniffer's Row, up front, spending their entire drill pay before they even get it.
Yeah.
Tossing it up there to the pendopotamus that's up there, just ready to get the paychecks. Because again, small town.
Yeah, everyone knows everyone.
You're gonna have the mom and sister combo or mom and daughter combo on the stage at some point, and it happened multiple times, but different moms and daughters. So I mean, you're just looking at this, and there's shit shows everywhere, and the locals don't like you because you enjoy yourself, and I think it's any typical military bar around any base, any place like that. They don't. Do you think now? Because I would almost bet.
No, not now. Not us. Because Fort Riley is literally like 15, 20 minutes away. Junction City and then Manhattan. And we're all like very pro-military establishments, very pro-military city where like they go out, the strip clubs are packed, the bars are packed, everybody just like, it's not that we cater to them, but we're also not like, who the fuck are you type scenario.
But it's more of a regular thing though, right? Because I mean, that's an active duty station. It's
both.
Yeah. But I mean, you still have a regular. Yeah. But I mean, you have a regular rotation of it. Ours is only once a month.
Oh,
so I mean, you're looking at a small town. Yeah, it's just once a month. It's not and it's small town Iowa too. So I mean, you just have one unit in this town because we're based throughout the entire state as National Guard. So you have one unit in this small town, and once those weekends happen, we essentially take over the town because it's like, okay, let's release the rejects out into the world, and here we come.
Let the stupid people go.
With money and hard dicks just waving out like, hey, let's party. Let's drink all the beer and try to take everybody else's girlfriend at that point, because that's essentially what they all try to do.
Always looking for wife number 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. But see, that's how.
You're always issued your first one.
That's how McConnell though is down in Wichita. Is like Wichita hates McConnell, and that's an active duty base, like air capital of the world. Yeah. Active, guard, reserves, like you name it. And Wichita hates McConnell with a passion. To this day, they don't like. What was happening? They were trying to essentially somehow push McConnell out and say you're not part of Wichita anymore, even though they're technically not, but they are. It's a whole thing. If you're not military and you don't know that, go research it. It's a hard thing to understand. But so they were trying to push him out, but they couldn't because McConnell's kind of at the heart of Wichita. If they push McConnell out, it's this whole big deal, and they hate it. Like if you go to McConnell, it almost looks like you're driving through a very poor ghetto, like just ran down ghetto. It's the external city limits basically. It's just nobody wants to live next to it. Nobody wants to live near it. Everyone who does work at McConnell lives, 15, 20 minutes in Mays or 30 minutes where my dad lives or where we used to live where I grew up. Or some of them would fucking live an hour away, whether they're active or guard. But yeah, I mean, we always had that city hated McConnell, but they loved military. They just hated McConnell. But,
it happens that way too. So it's crazy with just all the shit that would go on. Like, that town did not like us by any means. They hated it. and the cops didn't like us either.
Go figure.
Because the cops knew us, and they were ready to make us just to hem us up in any way they could just to get us in trouble.
Yeah, I'm sure they went from
So
1 to 2 people on crew to everybody that was on the force is going to work that night. It's just,
yeah, I mean, all 5 of them were probably working that night.
Yeah.
So, but it's just like,
More than my
and we
time,
knew, and you get your safety briefs because that's the thing they do is safety brief is the thing that you get is be smart, whatever, blah blah blah, hang out with
Wrap it
somebody.
before you tap.
But it's at that point,
Nobody's
we're all going out, we're all hanging out doing our thing, but I'm not gonna babysit you. You're a grown ass man.
Yeah.
If you fuck up big enough, I'm not risking anything for you.
You're not taking me down.
No, because I mean,
it's
I got
not Titanic.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going in a direction that you want to go to get your ass in trouble because of 1, a woman, 2, some stupid ass fight, or 3, you're just a straight up shitbag.
Yeah.
And you don't care. So I mean, I don't care. I was fairly lucky in my career in the military in the 9 years I had. I made it to E6, and I was basically because I was in the right place at the right time and knew some of the right people to get to where I was at.
Yeah.
And
it helps. Honestly,
it is what it was. But I watched out for myself and a few other people that I was really close with, and that was pretty much it. I kept my circle very small, very tight, and it wasn't going to expand to very much more because of that.
Is the Army Guard or reserves? I guess both, because they both play this game. Like my dad switched over to Air National Guard his last few years or last half of his career or whatever. And it very much became without diving into it, let's just call it a political game. Who you know, who you rubbed, how you could advance, how you could help somebody else.
It's
the same way for the Army?
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it tends to be because we don't have to do boards a whole lot we don't have to do boards. When I was in, I didn't have to do any boards for promotion. It was essentially if you got a promotion, it was because you were on a list.
Yeah.
You got your points and all like that to go move up and everything like that. But it was you didn't board for it. You were offered it, and if you accepted it, you took it, and it was wherever the position was. You didn't get to stay, where you wanted to. It was we got one here. I took one. I was an E4 in Western Iowa. No, it was E5 in Western Iowa, and then took my E6 in Eastern Iowa. So I had to go all the way across. But granted, I lived in the middle, so I was driving west. But then I took my E6 in the east, so I was driving out that way. So it was 2 hours both ways. But that's kind of how it operated for us, and it wasn't too bad as long as you knew the right people at some point.
Yeah, it's all about
you can
connections.
Do it. But and then there were other guys that were not like that too, that like knew their shit, were on top of everything, and they were obviously the number ones. I was always in like right after mid, I guess you could say, because I wasn't like a standout by any means, but I knew
you weren't an ass kisser, but
people.
I
was not an ass kisser. There's some people that will probably say I was, but
I mean, everyone is to a degree. Whether
it's because I kept my circle very small, like I said, but I befriended a lot of higher up people because I kept my circle so small, because I kept my, I guess you say, your nose clean or whatever, but I didn't go out of my way to look like a jackass, but I also took on a lot of other jobs. So I put myself out there a lot more to get to where I was known as somebody that would take the initiative to do stuff. And when I did it full force. And a lot of times it's not regret, but that's why my body is the way it is right now. Because of that. Pretty much I would never say no if I was offered a chance or something stupid to carry.
Hey, we have a 50-pound bag over
small
here.
Dude.
We don't know what to.
Dude knows happened.
God, yeah, I believe it. We had people like that. See, I was active duty. I never did guard or reserves because, like, I didn't want to play the who's political game crap. I just wanted, like, I'll promote if I promote. Air Force, you can promote based upon time until you get to E4. Then when you want to, or once you make E4, everything is board after that, and it's all about your
Yeah.
PT scores, how well you score overall, your points, time, just all that stupid shit.
Hmm.
Because I remember when I was getting out, my commanding officer was like, "Hey, I can make sure you go work in McConnell if you want to separate and go to guard." And I was like, "I don't want to work for my fucking dad. Are you serious?" And on top of that, I don't want to fucking like one. I'm under the expectation that I was heading back to Texas because all my paperwork showed Texas. To be specific, San Angelo. So when I was to separate back to Texas. But that's not what happened at all. So essentially, whoever is in charge of my file fucked up mine and like a dozen plus other
No.
people. I know, right? Surprise!
Your
But
file's not right. Okay.
but
It
yeah,
never has been.
they essentially said I've never, and this is what made me laugh, and it still does to this day. Basically, I had no record that I've ever lived in Texas for more than 6 months, which is how I was able to essentially trade states to say I live in Texas.
Uh,
Training, basic training was 8 weeks, so that's 2 months, and then my
mhm.
tech school was 8 months. But you're right, I never lived there for 6 months or more. So,
Whoops.
whatever. So technically lived there for a year according to the paperwork. So it was just this whole stupid thing. But what it is, I don't care. I didn't want to go do guard. I didn't want to do that thing. At that point, I was just done. I was done with all the the games inside the military because it's not
Yeah.
what everyone probably thinks it is. If you've been in the military, it's very much a game, and I refuse to play that game. I refuse to be manipulated or forced to do something. At that point, I literally just tossed up deuces and said, "I'm done." Well, you want
Yeah.
to
How
do
many
20
years do you do?
years? Four. I
4.
did. I
Okay.
did my yeah. I did my term and literally was like
And that's a normal active duty because
four to
I
six
think
for
Army
us.
is that's what.
Ours is 4 and 6 year contracts. I signed a 6 year contract. But
Mhm.
back in 2012, Obama was letting basically whoever wanted to separate prior to their
Oh
contract.
yeah.
So it wasn't going to affect
Yeah.
my benefits. I was going to be paid out just like I would if I served 6 years. So I got all my benefits at 100% and more because, other shit happened. So it was just, I was just done. I was done with the game and I was like, I don't want to sign up again. I don't want to trade MOS. I don't want to go guard. I'm done. It became a political contest, and literally the biggest thing that caused me to separate was there was an E6, so a tech sergeant for us. There was an E6 who wanted to have a dick measuring contest, and he was trying to become our first shirt because he's getting ready to make master, so an E7, and he like at this time our first shirt stepped away. He was just getting ready to be promoted, and we had three different people being interim first shirts for us. We had a master sergeant, a senior, and then we had this tech sergeant who was literally lined up for a promotion less than a month out. And he's one of those people who happened to know my dad, and my dad rubbed him the wrong way. By that, I mean he was a piece of shit airman in his early years, and he was stationed underneath my dad, and my dad whooped him into shape basically and called him out and didn't let him get away with his bullshit. And ever since then, hated my dad, hated the entire family. Apparently, I don't even know what he did to this day. I don't. I just remember calling my dad up and saying my first shirt told me that he doesn't like you and he has no expectations for me at all. Blah blah blah. And that just led down to like a Dixie chain of phone calls being delivered from Germany to Wichita, Kansas, because this first shirt decided to just like piss everybody off, or the soon to be first shirt. So, and he was the ultimate reason of me just going, you know what? If this is how the Intel community is, I don't want to be a part of it anymore. This is not worth my sanity. You want to have a dick measuring contest with my dad? Go have a dick measuring contest with my dad. I am not him. I am somebody completely different. You're a piece of shit. I hope you get kicked out of the Air Force with an article. Goodbye, sir. And Larry was just like, I'm done with you.
Yeah.
I
See what.
I said shit too that my commanding officer was like, you're leaving soon. I'll let you slide, but if you didn't already have separation paperwork, you understand you would be demoted. "Sir, I honestly don't care." Like he was like, "I'm
Fuck
not,
you.
I'm not trying to get in the mindset because I absolutely adored both my commanders I had while I was in Germany. My first one was amazing. I think she's the first. She's a 2-star general now, maybe 3-star. But anyways, she was the first general to be openly gay in the Air Force, and that was right around Don't Ask, Don't Tell was still operating, um, and
Oh, we
then
knew. We
yeah,
knew who it was.
oh yeah, but so
We didn't have to ask.
no, it was very evidential. But then the commander that took over for her was just a really cool guy. He's never been a commander, and him and I connected, and he literally recruited me to be his executive. Basically, I was an assistant for the last 6 months of my career, which was cool and fun because I got to meet a lot of people. I got to sit at a desk. I mean, my normal job was at a desk, but I got to sit at a desk in front of a commander's officer. And I had to take no shit from anybody. I was the only enlisted member that did not have to address any rank other than a general with sir or ma'am. What are you here for? Nope, nope. Commander's in a meeting right now. You need to wait 15 to 20 minutes. I'll let him know you're here, though. Get up on my chat message or whatever. Sir, so-and-so's here. I remember there being a Butterbar, second lieutenant. Butterbar tried to just, be a lieutenant. Fresh out of grad school. Or academy. And he got stationed over here, and he's like, do you know who I am? Lieutenant. Oh, sorry. Second lieutenant. Second lieutenant. No, I can't read your name tag. It's on crooked. You had them sewed on. Sorry. And of course, I laughed. I remember Buddy had so many times with new lieutenants because they thought that as Butterbars thought they were the shit.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just got their rank pinned on. They're so cool.
Oh, God, yes.
And I just got to be like, not today, bitches.
Cool. You just put your book down. You read exactly how to be an officer, and that's it. You have no experience, straight out of school. Sit down, and we'll teach you how to do everything else. Don't get lost somewhere because I don't want to come find you.
I remember that one officer I had to actually walk around the skiff. And if you've never been in a skiff, it's a windowless building. So no sunshine. So I remember having to walk all 4 floors and just walk them around and be like, yep, this is where this is at. This is the technical room. This is the training room. This is this room. This is the IBS. This is NOC. This is DGS, whatever. I just had to walk around. And I remember him just be like, do you think I don't know where this shit's at? Sir, you literally just got on base 2 days ago. No. Commander said to show you around. So either you can let me do my job, or I'm gonna leave. And when you can't escape the skiff because you don't know how, my phone will be shut off because it's after duty, and I am not on duty after 5. So
fuck you. Have fun.
Yeah, you want to try that? Okay. Because to get into the skiff, we had to do retina, cat card, and fingerprints, so biometrics. And that's to get in. And then to get out, you had to enter your cat card, enter your PIN, and you had to wait to get into the first door because it was not revolving doors, but sliding glass. One side would open, you walk in, it closed. The other side would open after you enter your...
Star Trek style.
Yeah. But so to enter the first door, cat card PIN. All right. To actually leave the skiff permanently, cat card PIN, and then your fingerprint. So it is high tech to get in, high tech to get out. It's really cool. But I remember he struggled to get in, so I was really just I should fucking leave your ass. Because nobody comes to the shop for another 2 to 3 hours, so you're gonna be in here by yourself. Nobody's in the cafeteria. Nobody's in the tech rooms. Nobody's in the training room. Nobody's in the skiff. So fuck you. Good luck, dude. But I remember that one just because he ended up basically just be like, I'm sorry, but not saying sorry. He was being a degenerate about it. And I remember just telling him, you know what, 1 second, I gotta go make a call. Literally hotlined over to my commander. I was like, hey, I got Lieutenant so-and-so. Can I speak Frank, sir? Yeah, go ahead, sir. He's a douche.
He's a butterbar. They all are.
And I kind of heard the, of course, the acknowledgement. But I was like, he's a douche. We're not even like 20 minutes into this, and he's already telling me that he knows where everything's at. He even told me, "Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I know where everything's at?" And I asked him, "Are you where you showed up 2 days ago?" And the commander's like, "Is he nearby?" It's like, "No, I put him in the cafeteria. He's checking out." Like, do I have to walk him through? Like, I will if you say I have to. I will not disobey an order, but sir, he's stupid. And this guy did not stay on squadron too long, by the way. I think he was only there for like another 6-7 months. He got moved to a different squadron, another intel one. But he's like, "Yeah, it's just finished through. I promise. On Friday, you'll have a half shift. It's fine. I'm going to leave work early on Friday anyway, so you don't need to be there if I wasn't there." Executive powers. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Dragged on for another 2 hours. I didn't show him how to get out. I literally was like, "Are you watching me?" "Yeah." Cat card pin. Pulled my cat card out, walked through. And he does it too. He puts his cat card in, the door's still shutting. Door's not shut. Dummy. Door's not shut. "Well, I was going to join you." "Do you have my fucking biometrics?" "What?" "Fingerprints." "Oh, no."
Good job, sir. You fucked us all.
Door shut, and I literally just like sat there because now I have to wait for the security to clear and take his credentials out so I can enter mine in. I just sat in that little pod, just fucking cursing underneath my brush. Fucker, goddamn it, piece of shit. Look at me on the butter bar.
That's a different fucking breed, man. It's like I've met probably one or two officers that I liked in my entire career.
I've met so many.
That's it. I've come across many.
Mine's the exact opposite. I had very few I had an issue with. I definitely broke a lot of protocols and procedures because I befriended so many officers. I befriended them like I'm talking like we went to the bar, we would go out to clubs, we would go to movies. Like I hung out primarily with officers, but again, I was a commander's executive, which is traditionally held by a lieutenant. And here's a fucking E3, E4 holding that position down, and I'm just talking to officers. That's who I see every day, and that's who I befriended. You know who I hate though? All officers. Warrants.
Warrants?
I hate fucking warrant officers.
I probably met probably one or two of warrant officers that I've ever liked, but I get it with them. Like,
glad you do because I didn't know they were
at
a
this
thing.
Point, you're above everybody at that point. I mean, I've seen them tell 4-star generals to fuck off.
They're untouchable.
Well, teach me your ways. How do you do that? Show me.
Do it again, Daddy. Show me how to do this.
You're glowing right now. How do you do this? It's just like I feel like the fucking.
Did you fall from heaven?
Like Dobby likes you. Like what do you? Like,
here's Dobby's sock. Will you take Dobby's sock?
Show me your ways.
Oh my god!
How do you do that? I mean, I've had some shitty commanders too. I've had ones that like. One that he looked at me and said, "You're a shitty NCO," and I looked at you was like, you're a
ditto, sir.
Piece of shit." And he didn't last very long either. But
yeah,
like I've never been called a shitty NCO until that day, and I was like, "Oh my god, I want to rip your throat out, shove it up your ass, and just fucking stomp on your head." Like right now, it's just like I hate you. I hope you stub your toe and it gets infected. I don't like you at all.
So when I was in, I hated all the warrant officers. One, Air Force doesn't have warrant officers, and so we got briefed about them. Like we got taught, "Hey, this is a warrant officer," but we got told treat him like a regular officer. Here's the problem. It's from afar. Sorry, we didn't get taught treat him like an officer. We got told you salute officers. That's what we're told. Salute officers. So when somebody asks about warrant officers, our master sergeant, who was our instructor, he's like, "No, whatever. They're not gonna do anything. We don't have them in the Air Force. They have a problem with you. You tell them to go fuck off or go find your commander. We'll deal with them." Because most of the time, if a warrant officer wanted to puff up like they did, commander steps in and goes, "Shut your mouth. Don't talk to my airmen that way." And they typically, "Not my branch, not my problem" type thing.
Yeah.
But again, I've also never seen a warrant officer in my life at this point. Again, I grew up Air Force.
They're unicorns.
They are. They're fucking
Yeah.
unicorns. But now that I'm out, I know so many fucking warrant officers, and they're cool as shit. But not when I was in. No, I met like a handful. They're all pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And I was walking down Goodfellow trying to go to class because I had a night class that night, and we were learning about missile operation systems for Korea and China. So we had to do it at night. Don't ask. Huge fucking thing. And I remember I'm walking. I just got done with chow hall. I'm walking down. I'm getting ready to go to this coffee barista thing that's literally outside the skiff to pay some civilian for coffee and then go in. And here's these two fucking warrant officers, not even like walking distance. Like I'm on one side of the sidewalk. They're in a parking lot behind the sidewalk. And they're army, and all I see is a little like what looks like a lieutenant, but I see gaps. And I'm just like,
yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes.
I was like, what the fuck is that? It's whatever. They're not. We were always taught they're within like 100 feet. Salute them if they're like basically if they're near you and you can.
Yeah.
You salute.
Just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. Fuck him. I didn't salute. I was like, whatever. I looked forward. I didn't have to march in cadence or march with anybody because at this point I was in school for 4 or 5 months. I was essentially free of rules. Just don't do anything stupid while in uniform. And so I'm walking down there, and literally just see him squint. I was like, oh, disregard him. And this motherfucker sprinted. Do you know what rank I am?
Oh my gosh.
No, I don't, sir. You look like a wannabe. I was like, you look like a wannabe lieutenant. I don't know. You respect this. You respect this rank, dude. I don't know who you are or what rank you are. So politely,
you make that.
Leave me alone. I need to go do my job, and I need to go enter this skiff. If you have a problem with it, I will gladly bring the master sergeant outside, and you can chat with him, and he's going to tell you the same thing. Leave me alone. You know, if you want to salute, I'll salute you. There you go, sir. Have a good day. Leave me alone. And we just walked on. Again, not trying to be an asshole, not trying to be a piece of shit. Legitimately never seen one. And what we were taught was, fuck them. Don't worry about them. They're unicorns, basically, like you were saying. Mm-hmm. So we only had 5 or 6 warrant officers on Goodfellow, and I found fucking 2 of them in one night. So, holy fucking grail. But I remember just getting ripped and ripping back into them, and he's like, I will walk you to your skiff. All right, well, I'm going to get coffee first, so you're paying if you want coffee.
Hold on.
It's like,
got this one?
I was like, whatever. So I literally go up there, and I asked the lady, I was like, hey, I just want a French vanilla cappuccino. Yes, I know it's not coffee. Fuck off. So I got it, and I was getting to the skiff, and I literally pulled my cat card out, went to go enter it, and he's right by me. So we're taught you're not allowed to enter your PIN if somebody's there because it's a security violation. And I have sensitive information inside that skiff. So I literally was like, sir, you need to back up. Enter your code. No, that's against like major security policies. So you're not coming in with me. You can stay out here and I will go in there. Oh, how do I know you'll get your master sergeant? I'll get him. Trust me.
Never know.
Trust me. I'll get him. You better be out here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Or I'm gonna pound on the door. All right. Well, the door is locked. You have a cat card and have a PIN designated to this facility. And if you don't have a PIN designated to this facility or a TS SCI/black clearance, you ain't getting in. And a little bit I do know is you may have an SCI, but you probably don't have a TS or black. So good luck. And so he backed up. I literally like you know how you do on the pin pad at a grocery store.
Oh yeah.
Can't see me, fucker. So I type it in, and I even typed it in. The door was still green. I just kept typing random numbers to piss him off. Open the door, go in, and the first thing I say is just, "Hey, Master Sergeant," said his name. "Someone's outside for you." He walked around the skiff, and this is like a basic skiff, so it's one level.
This asshole wants to talk to you,
and he's like, "What the hell did you do, Sour?" Oh, there's some wannabe lieutenant out there. Wannabe lieutenant. 1 second.
That's what it means.
And next thing he does,
his
he
bar's
pulls
broken.
Basically, so he went and grabbed the captain who was on duty at night there with us, and they both go out there. And I was like, "Do you want me to come, sir?" "Yeah, we need to hear both sides of the story." So we get out there, and they don't salute the captain, which now my understanding is, you still have to salute.
Yeah, they're higher.
You gotta watch yourself, warrant officer.
Yeah, they're both captains.
So No way saluted. So Master Sergeant called everybody out on it, and I'm just kind of sitting there. Boy on Christmas. Oh my God, this is so fun. And the captain's like, I'm sorry. What are you guys' name? Warrant officer, whatever. Smith and Kevin, whatever the names were. And he's like, where were you when you started ripping into them? And they pointed, like, we were literally maybe 10 to 15 feet in front of them. I go, sir, they were over there by XYZ building in the parking lot. Where were you, Sour? I was on this walkway right here, sir. So, warrant officers, how far would you say this walkway is from that parking lot? Would you say it's more than 100 feet? Well, duh. Duh, sir. Okay? Because as far as we're concerned, enlisted warrant officer. So you may be protected in the Army, but you're not protected in the Air Force. So that'll be sir. Let's try this again. How far away do you think that is? Over 100 feet, sir. And their demeanor and tone just changed because my captain's just making him look like a fool. He just looks so stupid. And my master sergeant ended the entire thing. He's like, and if you ever talk to any of my airmen at all, I'll make sure you lose a couple squares on that. And I don't think you can handle that. So, peace out. Have a good one. And don't fucking step again on this skiff property. Have a good one. I'm just sitting there again, kid in a candy factory, Christmas morning, whatever, just so happy. And they're like, all right, Sour, let's get in. We have to learn about these missile systems. Yes, sir. Come in.
Coming.
And of course, because we all left, now we all have to type in our credentials again, one at a time, open the fucking door. So, yeah, it was such a funny night. Like, I remember so much about my military life time just because there were so many funny, just like, haha moments, and then there's like, the fuck funny moments.
There's more what the fuck moments, I think, than funny moments that I have, because it's like...
No, I think it's everyone.
All the funny moments turn into what the fuck moments, but they're also like, why did this happen?
How did this happen?
I mean, there's a lot. Like, I mean, we ran into warrant officers every now and then on the buy-up in Iraq, and because I never seen one. I mean, being National Guard, you're never going to see that because that's not National Guard. It wasn't until I was deployed. And in Iraq, and I walked by, because a lot of we had were either Black Hawk medics, or Apaches, but not many Apache. We had more Black Hawk medics around, and all warrant officers. Some were cool, some were not. But I walked by one day just going to Chow Hall, and because we had to go past their where they would park everything, or and walking by them, and you have one there all the time, and I swear to God, it was a man. Walked by, sir. Nope. This person was dipping at the time too. So I'm talking your cheek was lower lip was just hanging.
Size of a fucking golf ball.
I'm like, okay, that's sure that the ball of tar spit across the fucking road. She came running up. Do you know I'm not a fucking male? I'm like, I didn't know.
I do now.
I do. Like, sorry, ma'am. Lady, man, I never come across a female officer before. I'm like, I don't know what to say right now. Sorry, ma'am, lady, you. What do I do? She's like, you fucking addressed me as ma'am. I'm like, okay, sorry, ma'am. Oh,
yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry,
Sorry,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Like, oh god, don't get into this fucking. Like, okay, now I think your dick is big. If you just said, you want to pull out the whole sorry thing? Like, yeah, your dick is big. Like, yeah, you want to punk somebody right now. You're having a bad day. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but you missed softball or something because I don't know what the hell's going on. So I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Apologize, ma'am.
Go to attention, parade rest. Like, I don't know what to do right
now. Have a good day,
like,
sir.
I don't know. So I stared. I just stopped and like, and she's just going at me. I'm like, I don't know what to do because on buyout, there's like all branches around everyone, and I'd never even seen any of it. And then this is like, Oh, here, welcome to Disneyland. Here's everybody. Have fun, play, enjoy your life. Nope, hated it. It sucked. You couldn't walk around because it's interior, so you're walking around constantly like this. It's just, sir. Oh, ma'am, not lady, ma'am.
I mean, did you guys have so to? Many. So okay, so at least what I was taught again, Air Force Intelligence, other MOSs, AFSCs, whatever you want to call them, we're all taught something a little different. In the Chow Hall, we were always taught that the neutral zone. Now, if they're coming out, you had salute. You go in, they're coming out, you salute because neutral zone, gone.
Yeah.
What? But did you guys have to still? Did you guys still abide by that logic?
Yeah. Once you got pretty much once you get in cover, there's no saluting. Okay. Chow Hall was pretty much free reign. This was all on the way to Chow Hall.
Goddamn.
I didn't make it there. Like trying to get indoors before the Reveille started. No, I didn't make it.
Oh my god, the Reveille rush. I don't miss that at all.
No, because everybody was trying to make it into the door, and it'd be starting. You're still trying to sprint if there's no drill sergeants around or anybody else around that will call you out for it.
Oh my god!
Because if you get caught trying to dodge that, I mean that's horrible. That's that's getting caught after curfew.
You were gonna get lit up like 4th of July.
Because if anybody sees you dip inside when it's going off, and they make it there, like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, you know exactly what I was doing, but I'm gonna play dumb.
No habla español? Or no habla inglés?
No, I don't know what you say. What'd you say? Get your ass out there and do what? What do you mean? Like, oh fuck! And you're walking out there like you're.
You want me to do the thing?
Head down.
You want me to do the thing you're not doing?
Yeah.
So either one of us can break it, or both of us can.
Yeah.
So either get in or shut up.
Yeah, I won't say nothing. Get your ass outside. I don't wanna, but I'll go. Fine, fuck you. Let me go stand in the grass and do it.
Man, I hated Reveille Rush, or like we also did Taps, Reveille, and Anthem. So oh my god, I remember just sprinting. I got lucky. Anytime I worked nights, of course I avoided all that because it happens first thing in the morning, first thing at night. So when I worked nights, I went in at like 10 p.m. I got off at 6 or maybe 7.
Oh, okay. So you missed everything. You might have.
Oh yeah.
I think even morning Reveille you missed then too.
Yep.
That's only like 5.
Yeah, and then but the weird thing is because I did Panama schedule, so 3 on, 2 off, 2 on, 3 off, so on, and that's not for you. That's for like whoever's listening. I don't know if you know what Panama is, but that's Panama schedule.
Panama.
But I would also, like, 1 month would be nights, 1 month would be mids, 1 month would be days. So I would either hit Reveille both times, or I would miss one, hit the other, or I'd evade all of it. But it always pissed me off because I get so accustomed to it for a month, or even 2 months sometimes, depending upon the cycle of everybody else's schedule. And then I'd always be put on days, and I just fucking forget. So I'd be walking to work, walking 1.5 miles, 2 miles across base, and get to this very wooded area in Germany, and all I would hear is
trees, down the trees.
So it's like I'm in the trees, and I always like look around, like, you can't see me. I took a shortcut. I'm not even supposed to be here. Like it's just a dirt path that other people would walk this way. Like it's a NATO base. Nobody really would know what's going on except for the Americans.
I can do this.
Can I get away with this? So I'd
Just
sit there.
Going.
And I never got caught, but I got to the point where like I almost got caught, so I just stay in the wooded areas because it's a good like 1/4 mile strip of wooded areas I've cut through. And I just started like dick around in there, check my phone, do all the shit you're not supposed to do while in uniform. And I just like had my hands in my pocket, just like almost done. I should have ran. God damn it, should have rode my bike. But it would always piss me off. Or then like on my way back, there was a donor house, literally right next to these World War II barracks dorms, which I got hazard pay. It was not up to Air Force standards. It would be.
Oh no! No carpet.
No, there was carpet. It's probably from World War II. Everything was from World War II. But there was a donor house.
5 years built.
5 years, okay.
Yeah, hazard pay.
In the morning. But so there was a donor house that sold like donor kebabs and euros and everything, and that was closer to my dorm than trying to sprint across the parking lot plus to my room on the first floor where I had to go to the back side of the dorm. So I literally always take like €5 with me on the way home, stop off in the donor house, and literally just sit there eating. And the German women that were in there would be like, "What's that?" And I started telling him, like, teaching them, "Oh, that's Revly, this is Taps, blah, blah. We're supposed to stay at attention for this or parade rest. And I don't want to. I'm tired. I just got off like a 10-hour shift or 12-hour shift, whatever. We're dealing with people in the States. I just fucking want to eat and go to bed." And it's like, "Oh, okay. You always safe here. We'll vouch for you." All right. Thank you, ladies.
Okay.
So I literally, that became a tradition for like essentially 1.5 months off and then 2 months off, basically, where I wasn't there, but I'd show up, for breakfast or dinner / my breakfast. As they're closing down, they were always so nice and helpful. And they'd be like, "Did you have to do the Revly Rush?" "No, not today." All right. "Well, we're closing up, so all we have is, XYZ euros and some French fry or some frites and all that." I was like, "Okay, whatever you have, like, no rush. I don't want to make you cook anything. I'll take whatever scraps left over. Here's €1, here's €2, whatever." Always tipped them very nice because they're very nice ladies. And they showed me around Germany and introduced me to their daughters and friends. So, yeah. It was such a good time. And there was Revly Rush was literally a rush. And I hated traffic because you had to stop driving. You could not drive.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, "Oh, I'm just going to drive. I'm going to the BX. 455.
No,
BX,
not
the BX. 459. I think I can sprint. It's hot outside. I'll just stay in my car." Turn the music on. AFN radio.
I didn't hear anything.
Damn it. Turn off. Do I have my Bluetooth connector? Do I have my tape deck? I do.
Give me something. The tape deck. Oh boy.
Who knows about the tape deck?
I know, right?
Oh my god. I still have one. I
Do you really?
Yeah, I still have a tape deck because
Oh my gosh.
my 2010 car still has a tape deck in it and a CD player. It's literally right when the turnaround was pure CDs. We're getting like fully installed in all new cars. My Hyundai still had a tape deck, and that's how I listened to my iPhone at the time on the way to Manhattan and back. But I just pushed my tape deck in, and I looked so stupid even like to this day. Like I think when we were cleaning out my car a few weeks ago, we had the kids outside, and my daughter saw the tape deck. "What's this?" It's too early for me to have this conversation with you because we're going to get into a fight because you don't understand shit. Let's have this conversation in 2 years.
Yeah.
So, not going down this road today. My wife's like, it's a tape. No, it's not. It's not just no. It's a tape deck, okay? Try and explain a tape deck to a 5-year-old. And it just never works out.
Nope. All right, so I mean, we could probably go with the entire night and go through our military careers.
We could go several episodes deep, probably a whole fucking season.
But I think it was kind of cool to have one because it's been a while since we had one.
I don't think we actually had. I don't think we had
No,
one where like we stuttering now. We dabbled. Shut up! I have a speech impediment and stutter. Shut the fuck up.
Impediment.
Speech impediment. It's a real word.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay.
God, jackass! How condescending. I don't think we've actually had a full just like military. We've dabbled. We've danced around the edge of it, but I don't think we've ever dived into this shit show. So I can't tell you how this started either. I don't know what was said.
Somebody said something about something and it led to this.
Everything's related to the military somehow. Like it's always that fucking.
I
bet you it was a joke. I bet you it was a joke. I bet you it was a joke. That sounds like my train of thought. You cracked a joke. I made into a line.
I started you on something and you went on a rant, and then that's how the last 2 hours have been.
That's how all of our episodes go. We had something planned today. Actually, we did.
Well, yeah, but
we didn't get close at all.
We didn't even talk about one video game. Nothing. What
we kind of did. It's kind of like Call of Duty.
Again, I think you said last episode
Every stream.
that
Every
you were gonna
stream.
take a shot. You were gonna take
Every
a
stream.
shot next time you said Call of Duty. I think if I reference episode 9.
That was a month ago. I can't be held to the standards of which I set to myself a month ago.
I couldn't remember how we don't even know how the episode started, so I guess
I
touche.
don't.
You're right.
It started with welcome back, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the episode.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, you introduced us. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we did good job. We make it to episode. We're so
Very
good.
nice. That's very nice. Oh my god, it's always fun. Definitely always fun.
Yes.
None of this ever planned. I promise y'all. We don't like. No, we don't ever plan anything. We have ideas that we're like, we should talk
We should
about
do
this, and then if it's in the moment, if it just feels
Yeah.
right, then yeah, it happens. But otherwise, it's moments like this where we're just like, somebody cracks a joke, and somebody's ADHD just takes off down a rabbit hole with it.
Oh yeah, I mean we have stuff planned, but if
To
it
a
comes into
degree.
play, it does.
degree.
But if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Like we still have. I have these things still. I've had these since the beginning, and you have your gummy bear. Yep, so there it is.
We still have
I mean, it's just.
5
And I have my
sodas.
sodas sitting here that I had to put back in the fridge because
Mine's in the fridge. I did do that
See?
last week. I put mine in the
they're
fridge.
going up there right after this now.
Maybe 2
Taking
weeks
them
ago.
back up there.
Maybe 2 weeks. I think I put them in 2 weeks ago because I thought we were going to do a challenge and I wanted to have them safe. And by that,
Tell
I
you
mean,
what, do you
cool.
want to do the challenge next week? You want to do one next week? Or 2
Next
weeks?
episode?
Next episode? Yeah, that thing. That's what I said.
Sure.
That's what I meant.
Sure.
All
We'll
right.
do a challenge everyone next episode. Episode
I'll tell you
11.
what, if anybody in the comments has a challenge and wants to leave a comment on the Facebook page
Or Twitter,
or YouTube or
Instagram.
Instagram, TikTok, MySpace,
No, I don't have
um,
MySpace anymore. I took that one down. Reddit. We are
Twitter,
on Reddit. Hold on. Let me just look at these social media
my-
alerts that I made to the right.
on my doorstep. If you, whatever you guys want to do, or you show up my doorstep, we're having problems. What are you doing?
How'd you find me? What the fuck?
You know what? You're good.
I have a VPN. How the hell?
So yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to leave comments on challenges, I'm down because we talked about a few, and
done one.
we did. Yeah, I think the one we did was good, but I think we can do better.
I thought it was great. You were pissed off all about Nintendo's janitor.
You fucking cheated. That's why. Nobody knows about the
You're fucking
Whatever.
educated. How dare you be fucking educated?
Educated my ass. Nobody fucking educates themselves on that. No,
Enthusiasts do.
no, nerds. Code Red Mountain Dew drinking fuck.
I can't drink Code Red. I have an allergy to cherry, so fuck you.
Really?
Yeah, my wife drinks
Weird.
Code Red. I drink Code Red. I'll throw up really bad.
Have you had the new one, Overdrive?
The newest one I've had is Spark, which is really good.
All right.
Raspberry lemonade. It does
If
not.
you have Overdrive, it's great. Overdrive is good.
If I can find it in a bottle,
It's a
I'll try it. But
tropical. Well, Casey's. I think you guys have Casey's, don't you?
we just
In
got one.
Kansas? Yeah.
We just got one in my
Just-
town.
Just got one. Ballin'. Casey's right now is kind of the carrier of it. So
Yeah, they're the only
if
ones.
you're not around the Midwest, Casey's is just a gas station that we have. Casey's is amazing
With
pizza,
amazing
and
breakfast pizza.
some people that listen to the podcast, I'm sure, do not like Casey's pizza, but they're wrong. Casey's pizza is great. But again,
Like
it's
Amber
just a gas
Heard's
station
court
pizza.
trial, it doesn't mean anything. No one cares.
I know, but still, hey, it was definitely it's funny to rehash some of the basic stories and bullshit that we've been
Oh
through.
my god. Well, it's okay. So
I think we got more
For-
coming too. for
oh
that.
yeah. So personally, because like for me personally, I don't get to talk to another military member who would understands the best way. Like there's only a few military members I will open up to because I like them. Otherwise, I'm like I keep to myself. Very much how almost all military members are.
Aw.
So, oh, you're so special. You're my circle of friends.
Made it.
But like I can talk to my wife about this, and she like it just
dead stare. Like, what? Why would you do that? Like,
And she's like,
what?
what? Well, I
You
don't know what that is. What's MOS? Okay, let
like,
me backtrack now. It's a job code. It's normally like 45 letter or long characters long. The Air Force is special. We don't have MOS. We have AFSCs. That's a whole nother like just it's a job.
yeah, exactly. That's all you gotta say. It's a job. That's what I go by. That's it. Plain and simple.
Oh my god, it doesn't work that way. But yeah, so like I don't talk about it because I simply don't care to. Was the best way. I keep to myself very much. So I think you
Yeah.
and Wick are the only two I would talk to about that shit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
And I think we're trying to get Wick on the podcast too, right?
Yeah, hopefully next
Let's tr-
episode. Next
yeah,
episode.
let's get him on next episode, and maybe it'll be another military episode of just us going through shit, or maybe we'll dabble in video games this time.
What
Who
about
knows?
trivia? What about trivia?
Oh, yeah, you know what?
Just the
And
trivia.
you know what? We can destine him with that too. We can do that. We can fuck with him on that one too.
No. Okay. Oh. We can make him have to ask the questions. He has to come with the questions. We have to ask him or answer them.
Yeah, we should make our guests do work so they have to be on the podcast.
Yeah, it's fine. He works a full-time job. He streams 3 days a week. It's fine.
Yeah, he's got time.
You got time.
Here, you want to be on the podcast? You have an assignment.
Get to work,
Come
bitch.
prepared. No, I think we should though. It'd be fun.
I'll
Figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. I got ideas now.
Yeah.
I got ideas. He would be down to almost do it too. I bet I could con him or get him to do it. Wick, if you're listening to this or watching this, you're doing it. In other words, what I'm saying.
If you made it this far, you're already in.
He watches.
You don't even have a choice.
You have been
if you're 2 hours into
told.
this right now.
You have been voluntold.
Hurry up.
Hurry up, figure out these questions, and then wait 2 weeks to help us out with this.
You're already late. Get it done. If you hear this now, you're already late.
We
Should
wanted
have been
this.
done yesterday.
We want this done on July 6th. How dare you?
Exactly.
I know it's July 7th right now. How dare you be a fucking day late and $1 short? God.
Well, I think that one we should. Yeah,
That's right.
we'll do everything we can to get him on.
He works on Friday. He works.
I have no idea who he is, but I'm gonna harass him. I'll find him.
I'll explain to you later. I think you know who he is. I just don't think you've encountered him yet. So
I'll get to him. I'll find you. I'll find you.
you'll be my sweet nut bear. All right, everyone. We have babbled on enough. So sorry about that. But yeah, we don't get to do this a lot. It's not scripted by any means. We may have ideas and things planned, but it clearly does not go that way for us. But like Rago said, if you have any ideas for torture games, trivia, punishments, whatever like that, let us know. Whether it's the world's hottest cheese ball, which suck ass by the way, hottest gummy bear, Carolina.
I've never had it.
What, the cheese ball?
No, I never had it.
Oh, they're so dry. They're good for like the
I'm
first
down
day.
for hot shit. Like I enjoy hot stuff. Like these chips have been sitting here, and I want to fucking eat one, but I don't want to do it just for myself. I want to do it on
For shits and
stream,
giggles.
camera, like podcast, something. I don't know.
We'll
I
do it.
almost died doing the Sprite challenge. That fucking about blew my chest up.
I had to pee so bad after that. Anyway. Oh my god, we're never gonna fucking end this. 3
No,
hours
never.
later. Anyways, we're all happy. We are happy to be back, and we're happy to have you all here. But comment down below what challenges, what trivia, what ideas, anything like that, and we'll try to do as many of them as possible within reason. I.e., the cinnamon challenge. No. Did it once, not doing it again. Stupid. The
When you assholes says the Tide Pods, you're done.
No.
You're banned.
You'll be shut out from everything, like Amber Heard from her wealth.
Exactly.
I got jokes for days about this. I love it. I have nothing else to do. I'm a stay-at-home dad that works from home. Anyways, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We will, of course, don't forget, new episode comes out every other Friday. And then following each new audio, the video edition of the podcast comes out on YouTube at 2 Guys 1 Gamepad as well. Fusion. So catch both of those. The audio is literally just audio. It's really interesting and fun to listen to, but the video as well is more dynamic because you get to see our goofy, stupid asses in person and other shit that you can't physically see with the audio. So it's a good time either way. So yeah, and if you're listening, don't forget, please hit the like button or add to your playlist and let us
And
know what you
review
think.
as well.
Yeah, even if you want to tell us we're shit, that's fine. We've been called worse. Yeah, mostly him.
Something.
So we'll let y'all go.
Maybe.
We'll let y'all go. Have a wonderful rest of the night. Again, I'm Cybermerc Sig. It was great hanging out with y'all tonight. Roggle, this is
Peace
your time.
out.
That's Roggle. Take care, everyone. Stupid fuck.